Imagine reaching into your pocket or opening a simple bankroll and discovering a modern coin that most Americans ignore every single day but collectors quietly search for because hidden inside this ordinary-looking half-dollar is a symbol that represents the full authority, power, identity, and mystery of the United States of America, itself not just a coin, but a message sealed in metal from the nation's founders to the present generation. And that coin is the 2021 Kennedy half-dollar featuring the reverse design of the Great Seal of the United States, a design filled with secret meanings, national symbolism, and surprising collector interest that many people still overlook today. Before we reveal why this modern coin can still surprise collectors across America, let us quickly understand something important about where it came from, because every valuable coin story begins with the place that created it, the United States Mint. The United States Mint is not just a factory that produces coins, it is one of the most respected coin-producing institutions in the world. Established in 1792, it has produced coins used by generations of Americans through wars, economic change, cultural transformation, and national growth. Every coin produced by the United States Mint carries history, authority, and authenticity, and collectors across the country trust its craftsmanship, whether a coin is circulating or collectible. And when the Mint releases Kennedy half-dollars, even modern ones, collectors immediately pay attention. Now let us move into the real story behind the 2021 Kennedy half-dollar and why this specific version, especially the reverse featuring the Great Seal, deserves your attention today. Most Americans rarely see half-dollars in daily circulation anymore, which already makes them interesting, because when a denomination disappears from everyday life, it often becomes collectible simply due to reduced public visibility. Banks do not regularly distribute half-dollars, stores rarely return them as change, and younger generations sometimes do not even recognize them instantly, which creates a strange situation where millions exist but very few people actually handle them, and that alone increases curiosity and long-term collector interest. But the real magic of the 2021 Kennedy half-dollar is not just its denomination. It is the powerful reverse design, showing the Great Seal of the United States, a symbol chosen carefully by the founding fathers to represent strength, unity, independence, and national purpose. And when you hold this coin, you are holding a miniature version of one of the most important national emblems ever created in American history. Look closely at the reverse side and you will see the eagle standing proudly, with wings expanded, holding arrows in one claw representing readiness to defend the nation, and an olive branch in the other claw representing the commitment to peace. This balance between strength and peace is one of the most meaningful symbolic messages ever placed on a United States coin, and collectors love coins that carry national philosophy inside their design. Above the eagle appears the shield representing protection of the Republic, while the ribbon across the eagle reads E pluribus unum, meaning out of many one, a powerful reminder that the United States became strong because separate colonies united into a single nation. And even today, this message still speaks to collectors who appreciate coins not just as metal objects but as historical storytelling pieces. And here is something most people never realize about the Great Seal reverse used on Kennedy half-dollars. This design connects directly with American identity in a way few circulating coins ever have, because the same Great Seal appears on official government documents, passports, and even the $1 bill, making this half-dollar a portable piece of national symbolism that collectors recognize instantly. Now let us talk about the 2021 release specifically, because modern coins sometimes surprise collectors in ways older coins cannot. The year 2021 represents a period when the United States Mint was continuing limited production of circulating half-dollars, mostly for collectors rather than daily commerce, which means many examples were never heavily circulated and remained preserved in rolls, mint sets, or collector packaging, and coins that avoid heavy circulation often survive in higher grades, which increases their long-term collectible potential, especially when demand grows later. Many collectors today quietly search for pristine 2021 Kennedy half dollars, graded in high mint state condition, because modern high-grade coins can become unexpectedly valuable once population numbers shrink over time, especially when fewer examples remain flawless after decades of storage, movement, and handling. But there is another exciting reason collectors watch the 2021 Kennedy half dollar carefully, and that reason involves mint marks. Some 2021 Kennedy half dollars were produced at the Denver Mint, while others were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, and collectors across America often search both versions, hoping to complete matching sets, because even small differences between mint mark production totals can influence long-term desirability. And whenever collectors begin building sets, demand naturally increases. And here comes one of the most surprising truths about modern half dollars. Many Americans assume modern coins cannot become valuable because they are new, but experienced collectors know something different. They know that condition, rarity, packaging, variations, mint mark combinations, and future collector demand can transform modern coins into sought-after treasures over time, especially when fewer people save them carefully today. Think about this for a moment. Millions of people saved older Kennedy half dollars during the 1960s, but far fewer people actively save modern releases like the 2021 version, which means preserved high-quality examples could become harder to find decades from now, and collectors who recognize this pattern early often position themselves ahead of future demand. Another fascinating detail about the Kennedy half dollar series is its emotional connection to American history, because the coin was originally introduced in 1964, shortly after the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy, and from the very beginning, Americans treated the coin not just as currency but as a memorial symbol representing leadership, courage, and national unity. And even today, modern Kennedy half dollars still carry that emotional legacy forward. So when collectors examine a 2021 Kennedy half dollar, they are not just studying a modern coin, they are holding a continuation of a historical tribute that has lasted for generations, and that continuity gives the series unusual strength in the collector world compared with many other modern coin programs. Now let us talk about something that truly excites collectors across the United States: the possibility of premium versions and special finishes. The United States Mint often produces Kennedy half dollars, not only for circulation but also for collector sets, including uncirculated mint set versions, proof versions, and special finish versions that display sharper detail, stronger strike quality, and mirror-like surfaces. And these versions frequently become more desirable than standard circulation coins, especially when preserved in original government packaging. Collectors who carefully examine their 2021 Kennedy half dollars sometimes discover they own examples with exceptional strike quality, strong eagle feather detail, and bright untouched surfaces. And these characteristics can significantly increase collector interest, especially when coins are later submitted for professional grading. Professional grading services evaluate coins based on surface preservation, strike sharpness, and overall eye appeal. And high-grade Kennedy half dollars from recent years can attract strong attention in the marketplace once certified in top condition, which is why experienced collectors often search bank rolls, mint sets, and inherited collections, hoping to find overlooked high-grade examples hiding in plain sight. And here is something else that makes the Great Seal reverse especially powerful for collectors: the symbolism never becomes outdated because national identity does not fade over time. The eagle, shield, arrows, olive branch, and national motto continue representing the same message today that they represented centuries ago, which means the design remains meaningful regardless of the coin's age and timeless. Symbolism always strengthens collector demand. Imagine opening a coin album decades from now and seeing a perfectly preserved 2021 Kennedy half-dollar shining beside earlier issues from the 1960s, 1970s, and beyond, forming a continuous visual timeline of American history captured in metal. And that is exactly why collectors continue building Kennedy half-dollar sets generation after generation. Some collectors even believe modern half-dollars like the 2021 release may become future sleeper collectibles because lower circulation visibility combined with steady collector loyalty creates a unique situation where supply appears large but accessible high-quality examples remain surprisingly limited, and when demand slowly increases over time, coins once considered ordinary can suddenly become recognized as important set completion pieces, especially when collectors begin searching for matching mint mark examples, matching finish examples, and matching grade examples. The truth is, the story of the 2021 Kennedy half-dollar is still being written right now, which makes it even more exciting because collectors today are not just studying history, they are participating in it. Every time someone saves one of these coins in pristine condition, they are helping shape the future collector landscape of the Kennedy half-dollar series, and decades from now those preserved examples could represent the finest surviving pieces from this era. So the next time you see a Kennedy half-dollar, especially one dated 2021, do not treat it like ordinary change. Take a closer look at the eagle, examine the shield, notice the arrows and olive branch. Read the national motto and remember that you are holding a symbol chosen by the founders of the United States to represent strength, unity, peace, and independence, all captured inside one powerful half-dollar coin. Because sometimes the most surprising collectibles are not hidden in ancient treasure chests or locked museum displays. Sometimes they are already in your pocket waiting for someone curious enough to recognize their story, their symbolism, and their future potential.